Hey guys, I'm at the NAMM Show 2018 with the lovely Brian Wampler on the Wampler stand, here to show us the new things. But first, I haven't seen you since you very generously participated in making the psychosomatic drive last year. Yeah. And I don't know if I even fed it back to you, but thanks to your generosity, we raised over £3,000 to give to the Teenage Cancer Trust in the UK. So thank you, he's a very nice man for doing that. But tell us about this pedalboard of doom and which are the new bits.
Sure. So the newest things we are coming out with are the Equator, which is a combination between a graphic and a semi-parametric EQ. That's a fancy way of saying you can control the mids a lot better.
Yeah.
We're coming out with two different reverbs. So the Reflection, which does both more like a plate style and sort of a springy style, but it's not like real springy. It's I would call it more of a modern spring. Where the faux spring reverb has been totally redone in a smaller package, longer reverb times, and it's a very drippy 60s-ish. You know,
the good type.
Yeah, it's totally different type. Yeah. So both cool. I like both. Just I would use them for two totally different things.
Yep.
So
anything new on more like the drive front or tweaks to anything?
Well, I have a ton of stuff coming out this year, but for the show, not yet at the show. So everything else is secret.
If you showed it to me, you'd have to kill me afterwards, would you?
we'd have to arm wrestle or something.
We don't want that to happen. Okay, well let's stick with the three new pedals then. So is the Equator something you'd more likely use in conjunction with a drive pedal though, to accentuate maybe like a lead tone or something? Or?
Absolutely, yeah. So I mean, I like to run EQs either in the effects loop or after dirt. So I just think it affects it a lot more how as a player I use it.
Well, let's get a nice rhythm tone for you or something, and then we'll use the Equator to boost that up. So.
Sure, let's start with the Tumnus Deluxe. It's set pretty flat.
Have you bought your yacht off of Tumnus sales yet?
I bought a rowboat instead. Okay, so that's pretty basic clonish type of thing, right? So we'll turn on the EQ. So we know that the clon is really going to affect mid-range around 1K. So let's find that. We can just take it out. Now it's more transparent. If we can add more bottom end. Yeah, totally. Turns it into something totally different.
It sounds great. Could I, if we use something more like, say, the Clarksdale, to give us like a more of a Fendery driven kind of sound, and then use the Equator to boost up the mid ranges and use it as like a leady, like more as a lead boost thing?
Yeah, we can. Clarksdale's based on like more of like an 808 thing.
Yeah.
I would probably say Euphoria, which would be more quote unquote transparent.
Let's do that.
I hate that term.
No, it's fine. I know isn't it? It's like pedal bingo, isn't it? All the words you're not allowed to use.
It is. It's woody and chewy yet transparent.
And it's an amp in a pedal.
It is. So there's my tone without the EQ. So let's roll in some mids. Big difference.
Where have you got this in the chain? After the drive?
It's after all the drives, yeah. So it's an EQ pedal. I know a lot of people don't use them. I think really because they don't know what to do with them. So I mean, I'll do some videos like showing how I would use it. But really, it's like a secret tool. It really is. Like you take the worst sounding pedal. The worst thing, and really sculpt it totally different.
It's the simplest way to give your amp like a third channel or a second channel.
You can make a metal zone sound good with an EQ.
Well, it's a bold statement, Brian. So, okay, let's talk about the reverbs then.
Sure. So let's run up to Reflection, and so what we got here is Decay, which is like time, a pre-delay, which is like just like
that little thing,
small little echo, volume, of course, which you probably know what that does, and then a tone. So right now, it's to my volume down. So you got a little bit. Let's exaggerate it. So pretty small. I'll turn my dirt off. Darkest. So huge range on the tone.
I'm going to sound like a real newbie here.
Sure.
But what was a plate? I see it used on reverb pedals all the time, but what was it?
It's just a big piece of metal that the sound would run through and vibrate, and they would take that and create reverb out of it.
So rather than it being a spring reverb in a tray, it's just a piece of
big,
metal.
Huge,
and it's got that.
Yeah.
I know it sounds stupid to say, but it's got that almost slightly more metallic edge to the tone.
Yeah,
Hasn't it?
I mean, when you're simulating it in DSP, it's actually really similar to like doing a room type of thing. But it's a little, like you said, it's got a little bit more top end. It's a little flatter than a room. So.
And is there a particular kind of era or something? Because that's obviously not, you wouldn't have a plate reverb in an amp, so that's presumably like a studio effect.
It's more of a studio style. Like I consider it more like a praise and worship guy.
Yeah.
Generally is going to want to use more of a plate style, just because of what they're doing, and really more pop and everything like that nowadays.
Well, there you go. You learn something new every day. So shall I pop it to the spring? And
actually, let's do this one last setting when we hit
sure.
spring. So this is the droning. You know, it's just an infinite reverb. So
that's cool.
Yeah, we can go into spring from there. So it's not like a real drippy spring, but it's got just you know, more of a bouncy. For lack of a better word, I don't, you know.
Bouncy. I've not seen that on Pedalboard Bingo yet, so we'll allow you bouncy. Cool. It's just. Where's the delay? Let me take the delay off here. It's just like you say, it's a nice bright reverb, isn't it? Yeah. Cool. So that's a reflection.
That's a reflection.
And then this little green bundle of joy.
Sure. Let's go into this guy. Turn up the depth a bit. So you can crank that up quite a bit. So you got a lot more variance than like the old full spring reverb. So and, you know, and you can darken it up and brighten it up, and
That's just a nice reverb to have on a pedal board that doesn't take a lot of space up, isn't it?
What I like to do, especially like with amps that don't have reverb, I'll just throw it in the effects loop and just leave it plugged in. You know what I mean?
No, that's cool, man. Well, thank you so much for spending the time with us.
I appreciate it.
No, and it's always nice to see you. But anyway, see you guys. See you in the next video.